Hello, everyone. My name is Haley Kendall. I'm an admissions counselor here at Walsh University. I'm also a previous Walsh alumni. We are Walsh University located in North Canton, Ohio. Of course, like most people here today, we are on the Newman Guide, but before we get started, I'm just going to kind of jump in to a presentation and we can talk a little bit more about not only what Walsh has to offer as an institution, but also what we have to offer with our Catholic identity. So just jumping right in, one of the biggest things that we have to say here at Walsh is that we're more than a degree, we're education for life. And that really goes back to our Catholic mission of we're not teaching you what to think, we're teaching you how to think, especially in today's society. We really need to make sure that we know how to find the truth and we know how to look for things that will lead us to the truth. So jumping in, one of our biggest things here at Walsh is we are a Catholic institution. We are very focused on building those servant leaders. So we do that within the Judeo-Christian teaching, but specifically with that Catholic focused. So not only do we have different Walsh theologians on campus, and we do require 2 theology programs as part of our general education requirements. We also have our general education curriculum set up to where if you would like to, you can get a theology minor with just taking one additional class other than your general education requirements, as well as your major specific courses. We do have daily mass offered here on campus, as well as 2 masses on Sunday. And then we do offer not only daily confessions, but confessions by appointment as well. And then our students do a completely student-led Eucharistic adoration, 40 plus hours per week. So usually we have it from 3 p.m. to 10 p.m. on weekdays. And then on Wednesday, we actually do an overnight. So we do 3 p.m. all the way throughout Wednesday night into Thursday, all the way through Thursday to 10 p.m. and then we repose. So those are kind of the benefits or the highlights of some of our campus ministry things that we'll jump into a little bit later as well. So we have over 100 different majors and minors here. One of the things that I think is very beneficial is we are a liberal arts college, but we also have a big focus in STEM. So we really have a lot of programs in engineering, different maths and sciences, a lot of pre-professional programs, as well as focuses in engineering, computer science, all of that as well. So one of the benefits I think for Walsh is that we have a 14-to-1 student to faculty ratio. This allows us to keep our class sizes pretty small and give you that one-on-one individualized attention that your student is kind of looking for. One of the things that we also differ from a lot of different universities is we have an 8-week accelerated course schedule. So it's typically you have that fall and that spring semester. We actually have fall 1, fall break, fall 2, and then Christmas break, spring 1, spring break, spring 2. And what that helps us do is just to make sure that our students are not overwhelming themselves. They can get involved in ministry. They can take on those leadership roles while still prioritizing their academics as well. Another thing that we have here is a lot of different accelerated programs. So we have a really strong legal studies program that we actually pair with not only the University of Akron, but the Catholic University of America for a 3+3 or accelerated program that we have a lot of. You do 3 years of your undergrad, and then you do either 2 or 3 years with another institution to get your master's or doctoral level programs. Similarly, we also have a lot of accelerated degree programs here that we do in-house. One of our most kind of popular examples is our 3+3 and our doctorate of physical therapy. So you do 3 years of your undergraduate and then you transition for that early assurance portion of our doctorate of physical therapy, and you do another 3 years and you get your doctorate. We also have that for business, counseling, occupational therapy, pre-athletic training as well. So some of our career placements, we have a 97% career placement, and I think this really has to do with not only our small class sizes, but also our 100% internship guarantee. So no matter what your major here is at Walsh, we're definitely going to help you get you that experience, get you connected, and get that networking as well. So something to look into. We always help our students find internships if they can't find it themselves. They can do it here in Ohio, they can do it back home, or they can do it elsewhere, paid, unpaid in the summer. We're very flexible on how that is completed. So one of the biggest programs I really want to highlight before we jump into some more ministry specific things is our Blue and Global Scholars Program. This program has a 3.25 minimum GPA, but it really is a great program to show kind of who we are as a Catholic institution. So everybody who's a part of this program goes and they find a world topic or something kind of plaguing society as an issue, whether that be water sustainability, food insecurity, homelessness, poverty, so on and so forth. They focus on that issue for 4 years and they try to study on how to solve that issue. So a lot of students will do like our water sustainability one. And when this program, you get a $22,000 renewable scholarship, as well as a international travel experience completely paid for and a domestic travel experience. And with this, you get this opportunity to really go out into the community and kind of connect with what is going on in the world. So we always do our students. So for example, the water sustainability course, they went to New Orleans and they helped clean out the bayou. And then they also went to Tanzania and they helped build wells. And so that was the way that they chose to tackle their issue. But this is a very great program for not only our international and abroad travel, but also to show kind of the servant hearts that all of our students have here at Walsh. We are also a Division II athletics university, which is great. So you're going to get that best of both worlds. We have a lot of our Newman Guide schools and a lot of our Newman Guide students who are also looking and seeking to play athletics and that kind of traditional, very authentic Catholic culture. So we always have, we have over 23 different athletics here at Walsh, and you can get scholarships for those as well. And so if you guys are interested in connecting with coaches, I can do that here today whenever we talk later in the booth. Additionally, we have over 65 clubs and organizations, including campus ministry, including different intramural sports, as well as simple things like pre-nursing club or athletic trainer or things like that, or nursing club, art club, roller skating club, things like that. So our application process is pretty simple. You can apply test optional, meaning you don't want to apply with your test scores if you feel like they don't really kind of embrace who you are as a student, or you can do the traditional application. It's a pretty simple application process. It takes about 15 minutes. There's no fees, no essays, no letters of recommendation, and we look at it very holistically to make sure that we know how to better serve you as students. Some of our academic scholarships range from $15,000 to $20,000 just based off of what you submit with your GPA and test scores. So anywhere above a 3.7, you typically get about $20,000 in scholarships. But some of our additional scholarships include homeschool grants. So all of our homeschool students get an additional $1,000 grant. And any of our students who are coming from a Catholic high school get an additional $1,000 grant as well. So really kind of focusing on that Catholic identity and our Catholic mission, as well as band and choir. We do offer scholarships for athletic scholarships, our honors program, including our Blue and Global Scholars program, and of course, anything that you get from the government and things like that. So that's one of the things I wanted to show you today. I have one more resource that I really want to talk about. So I'm going to share my screen one more time. And this is just kind of walking through our different things that we have for campus ministry. So not only do we have our sacramental opportunities on campus, which I talked a little bit about with our daily mass. Confessions are offered 30 minutes before that, as well as Eucharistic adoration 30 minutes before mass starts as well. And then of course our 2 masses on Sunday. And we were founded by the Brothers of Christian Instruction, which have since withdrawn from the university just because they're an older order, but we are now kind of loosely associated with the Dominican order, which has been amazing for us. We have a couple Dominicans on campus as our priests, and we get really incredible opportunities for that as well. So in addition to that, we also have 3 different chapels on campus. We have our main chapel, which is in the bottom corner here. It's Our Lady of Perpetual Help Chapel. Then we have our St. Teresa of Calcutta Chapel, which is in one of our academic buildings. And then we also have our Connector Chapel, which is in our resident halls, which gives students an opportunity to go out in the middle of the night and pray and just kind of get that alone time with God as well. Some of our other campus ministry events and opportunities include our men's and women's kind of formation groups called Brotherhood and Sisterhood. They meet weekly, they do a little lesson, they kind of build that community, and then they meet together at the end of the night for benediction, and then they usually have a social afterwards. And then we also have something called Ignite, which is kind of like a praise and worship night with Eucharistic adoration, some type of lesson with some type of guest speaker. And then they also get an opportunity to kind of see exactly what we have to offer in terms of like social and food and just kind of getting that community get together. We also have lots of service projects and mission trips throughout the year over spring break and fall break. I know our 2 biggest retreats are, one is in the fall, it's called Agape. And then we also have one in the spring called Veritas. And then we also have a men's retreat and a women's retreat throughout the year as well to kind of highlight those groups. So that's the most of what I had for you today. One of the other things that I want to talk about is we are only about 50% Catholic because we do pull from that Division II athletics as well as the Newman Guide. So we were 50% Catholic, 50% not, but it's never like been a problem, we usually have a great opportunity, and I think it does provide us a great opportunity to really intermingle with different perspectives as well as kind of staying true to that faith. And it really gives us an opportunity to evangelize as well. I know I was a convert coming into Walsh, so I was not Catholic coming in, but once I discovered the faith here on Walsh's campus and just how loving the people were and how I was brought into it, we had this great opportunity, which I received, of converting to the faith. And we have a great OCIA program here on campus as well for all of our students. So it provides all of our students a great opportunity to evangelize, preach the gospel, and just get a good idea of what it looks like to learn why we believe what we believe and how to discover the truth as well. Okay, thank you so much.